I just started recording these videos about my business and about my creative process. I'm doing it for a couple different reasons. Number one, I want my clients to have like a glimpse into my business. I want them to know about my work process. I want them to know how I manage my time. But I also want other artists and illustrators to be inspired by my work and ask me questions. I'm open for collaborations. So yeah, this is why I'm making all these videos. So my name is Raquel. I am a queer Latinx illustrator based in Malvern, New York. I own my company, Machina 37 LLC. It's an illustration studio and online shop. Last week, I hit the ground running, and the video I posted was a super personal and emotional video about coming to Malvern and being open about being queer and also showing my very queer work. Specifically one of my coloring books, which is LGBTQIA+ for kids, and how that led me to meet my pastor, and ultimately my pastor inviting me to help make the church a more inclusive place. So if you have time, go see that video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. This video is going to be a little bit less emotional and more about business and what I've been up to. Let's just jump right in. Number one, I started offering private Procreate classes right on my website. So now you can sign up for a 1-hour session. The sessions cost $75. And how it works is you go on my website, you book a class, and then I email you and ask you hey, what would you like to learn? Is there a specific project that you're working on? Are you a beginner? How much experience have you had? And we start planning a class that meets your creative goals. I know that for a lot of people, that might be a lot of money. It is a lot of money, period. It's an investment. It's an investment in yourself and in your career as an artist. What I've decided to do is create live sessions on Instagram where you can just kind of walk in and watch me work on a project on my iPad on Procreate. And I'll take you through what I'm working on step by step. You can jump in and you can ask questions about the project. So that's a way that you can get to know my teaching style, and you can figure out if you want to invest in some one-on-one time so that I can help you get to that next level. Or you can just hang out and, make art with me and just learn that way. It's totally fine. And that's pretty exciting for me. I love meeting people and talking about art and getting inspired. I invite you to follow me on Instagram so that, we can build a relationship and start making art together. So you can already guess community is super important for me. I am a member of the Malvern Chamber of Commerce. I talk about that in my last video as well. But what I wanted to say about the Malvern Chamber of Commerce this week is, if you are a small business owner, or if you are an artist that works from home that has an Etsy shop, marketing yourself on social media is only 10% of the marketing that you should be doing. Well, it's kind of I guess it's 40% of the marketing that you should be doing. So one of the reasons I love the Malvern, being a part of the Malvern Chamber of Commerce, is that it brings businesses together and creates all of these events where I get to meet my students, my clients. I get to like just meet people out in the community and make connections. So yeah, if you are a small business or an artist, look into your local Chamber of Commerce. Even participating in the market a few times a year is a wonderful, wonderful investment, even if you don't make a lot of sales. Because yeah, so I'll give you a couple examples. All right. So last year, during the holidays, I sold my wares. I sold my stuff at Artisan Fleas in Williamsburg. And one of the organizers, one of the people who was working there, came up to me and they looked at my coloring book, my bilingual coloring book, which is Pins and Needles. And they said, "This is an awesome book. I see it at Mil Mundos." I did a little bit of research and I found out that Mil Mundos is actually an incredible, incredible independent bookstore. It is completely in line with my values. So I learned that it's a bilingual bookshop. So it sells like books in Spanish and English, and it also offers classes so that people can learn Spanish. But it offers classes and it like sells all these books that celebrate Black, Latinx, and Indigenous culture. So it truly recognizes that like the Spanish speaking world is so diverse, and it goes like a step further and recognizes that the Spanish speaking world in Bushwick is so diverse. And that's reflected in the books they carry, in the classes that they offer. So I'm super excited about having my books in that bookstore. And circling back, that would not have been possible if I just like stayed at home. You have to go out there and meet people and talk to people and make connections. Let's see. So out of that same market, I also met a small business that I started a collaboration with. But so I can't like say like, oh, you know, the business name or anything like right now. We're waiting to like launch our products in June. So you can, right in time for Pride. So you can tell that I'm like super excited about this collaboration. And at Artisan Fleas, their stall was like right next to mine. So we really got to know each other's like products. They got to know my artistic style. They really liked it. They got to learn more about me. So that's why, you know, getting out there is super, super important. Yeah. So I actually started working on that collaboration this week. So actually next week when I record my next video, it's going to be all about managing my time. I am going to be straight up with everybody. I work full time. You know, I have like a regular like 9 to 5 job. I'm an office manager, and then I run my entire business like whenever I have a moment to myself. So next week I'm gonna tell you all how I manage my time and how I do all of that. Then the last thing I want to talk about before we go is again about community and making connections. I created a coloring book last year to celebrate Malvern's Fall Festival and their 29th Classic Car Show. I created this coloring book and I gave it away for free. So, you know, the coloring book has the Malvern Cinema like smack on the cover, and it features like old cars from like the 1920s to the 1980s. It's a really fun book. And it was really amazing to like be out in my community and hand it out and meet everyone. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. So the Malvern Chamber of Commerce like approached me and they were like, hey, would you mind, collaborating in a fundraiser for the cinema? And I said, absolutely. So we are now selling my classic car coloring book, and 50% of the profits is going right to the cinema. So yeah, if you're interested in like purchasing a coloring book, you can go online and purchase it. If you're interested in like learning more about the cinema and actually like physically coming to Malvern, again, get out there and like meet your neighbors and going to the movies. If you're in New York City and you're interested in like learning how to get from New York City to Malvern to watch a movie in like this cute like old school theater from the 1950s, like, go to my website. I have all the links you need. So I have a link to the Malvern Cinema. I have a link to the Long Island Railroad website. So you can like come out here, enjoy a movie, buy a coloring book. Yeah. So that's what's been going on this week. It's a lot, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Anyway, have a wonderful week. Bye.